With only days left before the 2014-2015 budget statement that is read by the National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich, Michael Karanja looks back at some of the highlights of the 2013-2014 fiscal year budget and kicks off KTN's pre-budget analysis.
We're well and truly into the month of June, and that means that the budget is around the corner. But just before we get to the 2014-2015 budget, it's always nice to take a step back and look at what happened in the previous financial year. Now, looking back to the 2013-2014 financial year, 1.64 trillion shillings had been set aside by the National Treasury to be used during that financial year. Now, the reason this time around it shot up that high from about 1.2 trillion shillings to 1.64 was the inclusion of the devolved system of government, where 210 billion shillings had actually been set aside for the county governments. Looking back to 2013-2014, recurrent expenditure, as always, took the lion's share of what was set aside at 955.5 billion shillings, while development expenditure was actually left at 447.9 billion shillings. Now, this has been a major area of concern for the current government led by President Uhuru Kenyatta, and they're actually trying to devise ways of dealing with this. And one area that they actually identified was the current wage bill. Now, at 500 billion shillings, the president was categorical that this was not sustainable, and they're actually looking for ways where this recurrent expenditure can come down so that we can have more money put into the development expenditure. One of the contentious issues in the 2013-2014 budget was the introduction of the VAT Act, but that is well and truly underway and has already been clarified on which goods are exempt and which goods were actually covered by that VAT Act. Another highlight of the 2013-2014 budget was the introduction of a 1.5% rural development levy. Now, this was meant to be a way for the government to collect money in which it could support the construction of the standard gauge railway. One shining light, however, was the government's decision to introduce leasing into the way it finances itself. But looking forward to that 2014-2015 budget, it's at 1.8 trillion shillings. All that remains is just to hear what Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich has to say on what that budget is going to be used for, and whether it's going to be used more for development, or actually we're going to go back into our failings of increasing our recurrent expenditure. Michael Karanja, KTN Business.